was looking back at some of my other Q&As and they were a little too Disney for me. So this one's going to be straight up unfiltered. If you get triggered easily, if you don't like cussing, this ain't the video for you. Y'all finna get the real Radie V, like straight up, no holds barred. So here we go. Hey y'all, it's Radie V. It's been so long since I sat down and just did a little cute, intimate girl chat with y'all, so I'm so excited to get into this video. I'm not gonna make no super long intro, but real quick, I gotta show y'all something. One thing about it, I don't play about my VVs. So when this brand reached out to me to collab, I was a little bit reluctant. I went on their website, I looked at the price, and it was just looking a little bit too good to be true. So I was nervous about the quality. But baby, let me tell y'all something. Listen, Linda, listen, Linda, listen. Y'all know I love YSL. That's my favorite luxury brand. I am a YSL girly through and through. Look at the quality of this bag, y'all. Now, I'm all for saving a coin, but not if I have to cut back on quality. So this one in particular is the Saint Laurent Gabby Lambskin Vanity Bag. And right now at Neiman's, y'all, this is going for $2,300. Amofoot has it for less than $200. And stay tuned because I have a code for you, so it'll be even less than that. Yes, under $200 for this lambskin vanity bag. And they have tons of other YSL bags. And you might be thinking, Radie, I know YSL is your thing, but I'm not really a YSL girly. Okay, well, are you a Prada girly? Because they have tons and tons of Prada bags at the same quality. And you might be thinking, okay, well, that's cool, but I'm not a Prada girly. Okay, well, are you a Chanel girly? Like, stop playing with me. The list goes on and on. Balenciaga, Chanel, Dior, they've got you. They even have shoes too, including all of the luxury brands and Jordans. Remember, y'all, Christmas is coming up. Start looking for yourselves and others. Amofoot has you covered. Their information will be in the description box. You can hit them up through their website, WhatsApp, or even Instagram DM. They have amazing customer service and super fast response time. And here's a little discount code for you all. Thank you to Amofoot for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into some juicy girl talk. So on my Instagram, I asked y'all to ask me some questions. It was going to be strictly a Q&A, but I got advice questions. I got girl talk questions. I got questions from the men. So it's just going to be a random mumble jumble of all that. We're just going to sit down and chit chat. I got my little drink right here. It's Sunday and I'm about to go on a Sunday fun day. So I'm going to pregame with y'all pretty much and answer these questions. All right. So let's get into it. So the first question I got is, what is one of your biggest regrets? Great question, by the way. I actually have a few regrets. My biggest, I don't know. Y'all can rank them however you want. But one of my biggest regrets in life is, okay, so when I was graduating high school, my dad straight up told me, he was like, if you graduate college, he told me, my baby brother, and my daughter this, if you graduate college, make me proud and graduate college, I will buy you any car you want. Any car you want. And my dumb ass was shaking ass in a strip club. So I eventually did finish college, but the deal was off by that time. I had finished college way later after I already had Cece. So yeah, that was stupid. And I wanted to go to an HBCU, and my parents actually had the money and could afford to send me, but I was just, my brain wasn't in the right. I always wanted to go. I did want to go, but I don't know, I had a hustler mentality. So like I let the hustle get me. I don't know, and I've always been like that. I'm gonna always choose hustling over some, I won't say traditional, but I always choose the hustle over a traditional lifestyle. I don't even like that now. Like right now, I have a bachelor's degree. I could go and really work on my master's and be sitting in an office somewhere really doing clinical counseling. I have my bachelor's in social work. I was gonna get my LCSW, my license, so I could start doing marriage and family counseling, but I like this. Like, I like YouTube. I like social media. I like content. I like hustling. It's just more fulfilling for me personally. And I was like that back in the day too. So I regret not going to an HBCU, and I regret not taking that deal my dad gave me. And Cece, she's on track. This girl's 14 years old. She already know what school she want to go to. She already know what car she wants. She gonna get a G-Wagon. She already looked up the prices. She already looked up the features. She wants a G-Wagon when she graduates. And her grandpa was like, yeah, you graduate high school, you graduate college, I'm gonna get you a G-Wagon. So my second regret, I would say I made the wrong choice at a point in my life. I don't want to give y'all timelines because you know the internet know how to piece shit together. But I made the wrong choice in my life as far as relationships. I should have went with one person and I went with the other. And I regret that. I regret that to this day. That was a really big mistake because I feel like my life would have been totally different if I would have chose option B instead of option A. It might not be too late though because I might spin the block on option B. You never know. So the second question I got is personality or looks more important? That's a great question. That is a great question. Personality and vibe, your aura, your spirit is more important to me for sure. But me and my homegirl were actually talking about this the other day. Like, she just said it straight up. Like, if I don't want to suck your dick, we can't be together. At some point, I gotta have sex with you, right? So I have to at least be sexually attracted to my partner because it might be TMI, but I like to have sex. And I like to do, and I like to have oral sex. You know what I'm saying? I like to please my partner. Let's say you and your man go out, right? Y'all go out, y'all have drinks, y'all do a nightcap with drinks, and y'all in the car, and you want to get freaky, right? Let's say this guy has this great personality. You're not feeling him physically. Like, there's so many parts of a relationship, those fun, sporadic, sexual encounters that you guys aren't going to be able to have because you're not sexually attracted to them. So honestly, me, I like my little ugly. I like my medium ugly, but there's other features that I look for. So as far as like, I don't like no pretty ass nigga. I'm being honest with you. I've dated a few, but I don't like the classically handsome type. So I have to be physically attracted to you. You don't have to be super duper fine, 6 foot tall, 6-pack, super ripped. You ain't got to be all that. You don't. But if I don't want to have sex with you, it's not going to work. It'll never work. No matter how sweet, how nice, how kind, how educated, how smart, how emotionally intelligent, it's not going to matter if I don't find you attractive. That is a huge part of relationships, no matter what people say. That is a huge part because I don't think it's fair. Let's say you got with somebody, right? And it was based strictly off personality. Now you're not having sex with this man. And that's not fair to him, right? Then he goes and cheating, then you got a whole nother. It's not fair, right? So it might sound bitchy at first, like, dang, you wouldn't fuck with him. No, I'm not fucking with somebody I'm not sexually attracted to because later on down the line when he's like, all right, babe, we're home. I've done everything right. Time to, you know what I'm saying? Please me, nigga, no. Ew, I'm gonna be repulsed. Nigga, no, I'm not doing that. So you ain't gotta be Idris Elba, motherfucking Michael B. Jordan. Nah, you ain't gotta be that. But I have to find you cute. You know what I'm saying? At the least. Third question. This is from one of the guys. They said, would you ever get on one knee for a man? Hell no. The answer to me is hell no. More power to you. I'm not judging if that's your thing or you want to go Dutch as they call it. That's cool. But for me, I was always taught growing up that a man goes for what he wants, right? So if that man didn't ask you to marry him, he don't really want to do it. He might acquiesce and succumb to you asking him, like, you know what, I have been with this bitch for 6 years. Let me go ahead and marry this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want that. That's not the life that I want for me. I want my man to step into his masculine, put his fucking nuts in his hands, you feel me? And make that step and ask me as the woman. I just feel like feminine energy feeds off of masculine energy. So you come to me with marriage, you're marriage minded, I'm going to follow you into marriage. You guide me into marriage. That's just my thoughts on it. The other way around, I feel like it's putting the woman in her masculine. She went and got what she wanted. I'm not doing that. No, nigga, no. I'm not doing it. Next question. Who is your favorite vlogger? Ooh, good question. So I have a few actually. I love the girls. Y'all know I love me some Gina. I like Gina. The reason why I like Gina so much, Gina Janine, if y'all aren't familiar, is because she's doing her thing, and she started later. Like I think she started in her 30s, and she got kids. She got 3 kids, and she's really out here consistent, grinding, doing her thing. People be hating on her. I don't know why, because she just be living her life. And she just be doing her thing. Like, she don't give a damn. She's like me. Like, she just don't care what people say. You know, she's a Scorpio, I believe. And I have a lot of Scorpio on my chart. So I just see that in her. Our daughters are the same age, around the same age. And I see them. I like her. I like how she balances content creating and vlogging with mom life. I really like that. But she's not my favorite, surprisingly. My favorite vlogger is actually Mac Moolah. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he a young nigga. He a young rich nigga. He's probably about 25. But he's been on YouTube, and he's been vlogging since he was like 10, if I'm not mistaken. And this little motherfucker is rich as fuck. He's never gave up. He from Chicago, so he was like a little hood Chicago dude. And he just changed his life around. Now he's rich off crypto. He just bought a house. I think he just got engaged. He just bought a multi-million-dollar mansion in Miami. Like, and I just watch him. He a young nigga too. Like I said, he ain't but I think about 25. But he does like coaching courses, money saving courses, and I've signed up to his courses, and I watch him. He does YouTube growth courses. He does crypto courses. This little motherfucker, he hood. You can tell you like a little hood dude, but he's silly, but he's very smart. He's like a little nerdy hood dude. Anyway, his name's Mac Moolah, one of my favorite vloggers, one of my favorite content creators. I love him. He's hilarious too. Next question. It says, I know your DM's probably wild, huh? You know what? Not really. It ain't like I just open my phone to hella DMs. It kind of just depends. Like, if I post a picture or like a full body picture, of course, it's going to go crazy. 300-400 DMs. But if I'm not doing nothing, or I post jokes, or I'm not really active on there, not really. It'll be, the consistent ones who've been trying for years, or like the ones who I actually banter back and forth with. But believe it or not, if I'm not posting pictures or anything like that, no, not really. Like I said, it'll be the usual people, like my friends, my homegirls, or like guys who are trying to talk to me, I guess, have little crushes that are like the consistent ones. But my DMs don't really go crazy until I post a picture. When I post a picture, it be stupid in there. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Yeah, but if I'm not posting pictures, nah, not really. Question number 6, it says, what do you use to keep the kitty clean down there? Phenomenal question, actually, because y'all know I'm thick. I ain't no little girl, especially in the thighs. Like, I'm a thick ass motherfucking girl, especially in my thighs. So there's like a lot of friction going on. So I'm actually extremely conscious of keeping it clean down there. Actually, I like to usually go the natural route. So the first thing I would do, and this is a very underrated tip for keeping the coochie clean, the first thing you got to do is limit your sexual partners. Really, I would say 1. Go down to 1, because these niggas, they be handing out BV left and right. Let's just keep it a band, right? We all grown here. It be them. It be these niggas. They be cheating. They be going to play basketball, not washing properly. They be in and out of Shakisha from the South. Shakisha from the South and motherfucking Maria from the North, okay? And everybody in between. So you got to really just watch who you know what I'm saying, are having unprotected sex with. That's lesson number 1. Secondly, like me personally, not to get to tell y'all all my business, but I like, how can I say it and keep it YouTube appropriate? I like foreplay with hands, if you will. Like, I like to be touched. You know what I'm saying? So before that, I usually make sure that my partner has nice, clean cut fingernails, or they need to they need to wash their hands really good before we even, start that. So that's just level 1. Level 2, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, it's an all-natural supplement that you can take, and it just washes out all body odor. Your pits, your breath, any cavities, holes, is going to just clear you out. So that's another one to just, on a daily, just keep yourself clean, right? Now, let's say you did fuck around with a nigga, drunk night, whatever, he was sexy, and you did get BV. Now, this is only for bacterial vaginosis. I don't know about all that other stuff. Let's be real. We've all fucked a nigga unprotected and shit wasn't right the next day. No big deal, right? So the number one thing that you can do, what I do, is the garlic method. So you just get a clove of garlic and you peel it, just one little clove, and then you need to get like string. I usually use like just like a hair string that you would weave your weave with, and you're gonna get the clove of garlic and you're gonna poke, I say probably like 20 holes in it, right? Boom. Then you're gonna hook. I can't even describe what I'm trying to do, but kind of like make a tampon out of it. So the string needs to be going through the garlic and then coming down, and just pop that motherfucker right on up there. Garlic has antibacterial properties. So you stick that up in there. Oh, that same night when shit, you notice something ain't right, and I'm telling you, it's going to wash it right on out. Now, you will kind of taste garlic in the back of your throat because I think those two holes are connected, but it's going to just pull out all that bacteria. So that's the natural method. Another one that you could do is boric acid. I know people be like, oh my God, that's what they kill roaches with. And it might be, I'm not a scientist, I don't know. But you can just go get from like Target or CVS, they have boric acid capsules, and you can use those. You can stick them up there 1 or 2 times, and that'll pull out any bacteria as well. But on the daily, yeah, I just do a pH balanced wash. I use Vagisil, the purple bottle, and it's already pH balanced. I have a special towel that I use just for my coochie. And when I wash those towels, I wash them separately from my other clothes, and I dry them instantly. Because you know how sometimes if you wash clothes and you leave it in the dryer, they start to get that little mildew smell. So when I wash my towels, I'm on it. Like as soon as the washer goes off, I immediately put them into the dryer to stop any mildew, even the slightest little bit. You know how sometimes you smell your clothes or towels, you like, nah, I let these sit in the washer too long before I put them in the dryer. No, you got to immediately take them out, dry them, so that towel has no bacteria, no mildew. And those are, they're even color coded. The specific washcloths that I use for my kitty, and I use that with the Vagisil pH balance. And let me tell you, I had a nigga tell me one time, he was like after he, orally pleased me or whatever, he was like, hey, real shit. He was like, you got like the freshest coochie I have ever smelled. Oh, and I also use witch hazel. Like, I don't use it on the coochie, but for the backside, because we in 2025, like niggas, they like to go they like to go everywhere. I just use like a cotton pad and some witch hazel, and I also do that, not with the same pad, of course, but I do it behind the ears too, and in between here. It's just like a deodorizer, all natural deodorizer. And then if you're on the go, what I use is the Summer's Eve individual packets, the pink ones. I'll pop a little picture right here. Those are great, but these are highly scented. So I don't use them for the front. I only use those in the back. And I remember one time, right before intimate time, I actually used these. And I had a dude, he was from Florida. He was a hood ass Florida nigga. He was like, what the fuck you got back here? An air freshener? He's like, that motherfucker smell good. So yeah, these are highly scented, so I don't use them in the front, but I use them in the back just to, freshen up before and after intimate times on the go. So it's a little tip. Next question. Are you the jealous type? I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I am, but only if I'm really feeling you. Like I've only been really feeling maybe 3 men in my whole entire life, okay? But if I'm really feeling you, like really like you my baby, I'm not crazy jealous, like, who's that? What you doing? Nah. But like if you're on your phone, I'm not gonna be like, who you texting? No, I'm not like that, like petty jealous. But like, let's say we're out and I see you talking to a woman, you goddamn motherfucking right, I'm stepping. Hello, who is our new friend? Hello, ma'am. My name is Rady. This is my man. What's your name? Like, yeah, you goddamn motherfucking right. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Who was this? Fuck is you? Yeah. So I am jealous in that regard. But, like, I feel like if you can trust your man, I feel like there's levels. Like, you got to kind of know your dude. Like, the dude that we'll get into that later. But the dude that have my eye on right now, like, he's antisocial anyway. That nigga barely like me. So he's not somebody I gotta really worry about in that regard. But I've had other relationships to where the motherfucker was just a friendly motherfucker, like just overly friendly. So I think it kind of just depends on what type of dude you messing with, But yeah, I got jealous tendencies for sure, for sure. I ain't gonna hold you. That's actually probably one of my worst traits in relationships. I have a jealousy issue, and I get irritated easily, which I know kind of counteractive. But yeah, I got a little jealousy. Not crazy though. Not like petty, stupid jealous. Like, where you going? What you doing? Who was there? Show, put me on FaceTime. Let me see who all there. Nah, not like that. But like if I see it, or if I even like if let's say social media, I notice a girl just always got to comment and laugh on your shit. Yeah, who the fuck is you? I'll approach my man first, but like, nah, we're not doing, bitch, nah. But you gotta watch. I am very vigilant, and I know exactly what the fuck going on. So yeah, I am. I'm vigilant. I'm vigilant and jealous, nigga. The fuck, and don't too much get past these big ass eyes. I sees all. Next question. Do you believe in second chances? That's actually a really, really, really good question. And the answer, do I believe in second chance? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I believe in second chances. Now, I wish this person would have asked more in depth, because do you mean like as far as like getting back with an ex, or like what are we talking here? I think it also depends on how bad the bridge was burned, right? So if somebody let's say I have a homegirl and she had a baby with my dude, nah, bitch, ain't no, you got me fucked up, bro. Oh, God in heaven, you got me fucked up. So in that regard, no. If your actions were snake-like or devious, nah, you got to get away from me. But I do believe in second chances when it comes to matters where the person wronged you out of immaturity or lack of knowledge. Like if they genuinely didn't know better, or they were just in their childish era or something like that, then yeah, because that can change, right? A snake is going to be a snake. A snake can shed his skin 1,000 times. It's still going to be a snake. If you snake me out, move the fuck away from me out the wall. I'll never fuck with you again, bitch. It could be 2074, bitch. I'm not fucking with you, ever, right? But if it's a matter of, I was childish, or I was immature and I've grown, or, I'm sorry, I genuinely did not know XYZ, then yeah, I definitely believe in second chances, especially if the apology is sincere and there's signs of growth and or change, right? A lot of people, when they get asked questions like this, they always see it from the outside view, right? Outside looking in. I would never take anybody back who did this, or you crossed me once, that's it. So you telling me you never crossed anybody? So you telling me you've never done anything wrong and wish you could redeem yourself and get a second chance? I could write a book about all the times where I'm grateful that I had a second chance, right? Because sometimes we don't get it right the first time. Now, do I believe in third and fourth and fifth chances? Fuck no. Bitch, I said two. You asked about second. You didn't ask about third and fourth. Nah, now you think I'm a dummy, right? But second chances, yes. I do not believe in third and fourth and fifth. But second chances, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Next question. When was your last kiss? That's a cute question. When? Damn. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I don't even. Damn. So I love kissing, but a lot of guys don't know how to kiss. Like a lot of men, they just don't know how to kiss. Like y'all really need help. Sometimes they're just so sloppy, right? So it's like, first of all, when you get ready to kiss a woman, nigga, swallow. Like, swallow. Get your mouth prepared, right? Dental hygiene. A lot of men think, oh, I brushed my teeth. Do you know how much more bacteria is left in the mouth after brushing the teeth? 1, 2. How long has it been since you changed out your toothbrush? 3, where do you store your toothbrush? Because if you store it out in the open, it's got fecal matter on it. So there's that too. Some of y'all mouth just don't be right. When you start meeting niggas, you gotta ask them to pull down that bottom lip, because it'd be a whole bunch of shit hiding under that bottom lip. It'd be all types of food particles and built up tartar. They gums be inflamed, which is a sign of gingivitis. A lot of people do not have good oral hygiene. So off rip, I don't even be kissing like that for real. But when you do find you a little boo-boo who does have great oral hygiene and can kiss and knows how to properly use their face muscles, I love kissing. But yeah, it has been a long time. I'll probably say at least 2 months. Like two months, maybe 2-3 months. Damn, last time I kissed. Probably, yeah, my little thing I met up with before I went to Vegas. So, yeah, whenever before I went to Vegas. So yeah, that was like two months. I don't know. It's been a minute, like 2 months. Next question. If your girl asked you for space, what does that mean? Ugh. Well, I mean, it can mean a plethora of things, right? So I can sit up here and tell you stereotypically, oh, that's not a good sign, bruh. That ain't a good sign. You might need to figure that out. But I think it would depend on how long you guys been together too. So let's say you guys been rocking for 3 months. I need some space. You need space after 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But if it's been years, 2-3 years, sometimes things do grow apart. Or maybe let's say, for example, you know, you guys are going through a rough patch, whether there was cheating or infidelity or mistrust. She might need time to think, you know. So it's not always a death wish. People will tell you, oh, that's it, she needs space. No, not always. Sometimes people do need space to regroup. And like they say, hindsight is 20/20, right? So when you look back on a situation or a person or a relationship, sometimes you can see things clearer when you step away from it and look at it from afar, right? So sometimes people just need that space to gain clarity. Sometimes, or of course, it could be the beginning of the end. And I hate to say that because I hate to say that, but I got to be real with y'all, right? If somebody needs space and the relationship is already rocky, space, well, what are they doing in that space? Are they self-reflecting? Are you guys going to therapy? Are you guys checking in with each other? Are they doing any type of healing or self-help? Or are they just taking space to go to the club and get drunk with their homegirls and not have somebody on their ass about it? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just a case by case what it means. If you want more in-depth questions and you're comfortable with telling me your private business, I would like to actually really answer that for you in depth. So whoever asked me that, these were all anonymous. So whoever asked me that, hit me up and give me a little more context and I can give you probably a little bit better advice. So next question. It says, how does it feel coming from the military into vlogging? And also let the people know what it's like being a luxury chocolate woman. Great question. So, as I was saying earlier in the video, I love content creating. I love hustling. I love the idea that there's no cap. I love that I get to express myself. I love that I get to be creative. I love that this is my little outlet. I love my community that I've built. I love that the fact that you guys are comfortable enough asking me these types of questions and I've built that rapport with you all. I love it. I love vlogging. I absolutely love content creating. Hopefully I can make this full time. That's my goal. Make sure y'all subscribe, by the way. If you're watching online, you probably have to log in to subscribe. But if you're already watching on the app, you probably just saw a little circle go around the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, if you already are subscribed, thank you. You don't have to do nothing. Watching this video, you doing your job. And subscribing is free. I heard somebody say, oh, I would subscribe, but girl, I already got too much subscriptions. No. Subscribing on YouTube is free, baby. YouTube subscriptions are free. It's just like following me here on YouTube. Now, if you're subscribing to YouTube, that's totally different. That means you won't see ads in the middle of videos. But to subscribe to your favorite creators, that just means that when you post a video, you'll see their videos pop up first before you see all those other fluff videos. So make sure y'all are subscribed. But yeah, I love vlogging. I love content creating. I love it. And coming from the military, it's a huge difference, right? The military is like boom, boom, bam, super strict. Can't wear what you want, can't say what you want, can't do what you want, can't wear your hair how you want, can't wear your nails how you want. And this is like a total opposite, rebel against that, right? I get to say what I want, when I want, how I want, where I want. Nigga's up. I love it. And a luxury chocolate woman, what did he say? Let the people know what it's like. What it's like. I don't consider myself luxury. I'm real down to earth. So I don't know what it's like. It's great. I love my life. I genuinely love my life. I love myself and I love the life that I've created for myself and my daughter. I'm a very happy person. I'm very happy with where I'm at right now in my life. So, yeah. Next question. What do you love most about yourself? One physical thing about you and one thing about you as a person. That's a good question. So, what do you love most about yourself? I love my personality. I love my humor. I love my wit. I love how fast and sharp my brain is. I love my intuition. I love my empathy. I love how understanding I've become. I was not always like that. I used to be a bitch. I'll tell y'all maybe I'll do a whole story time on that. The person I was before I had my daughter and the person I am now after having my daughter. Two totally different people. My daughter taught me empathy, selflessness, patience. I learned a lot in the first few years of being a mother. I mean, I love that about myself. You know, I look back at who I used to be and how I would be in groups or with my homegirls. I wouldn't even let them talk. I would over talk people. I would listen to respond. The next day they would ask me a question about the conversation we had. I don't know what the fuck because I wasn't listening. I didn't give a fuck about nobody but myself. I don't give a fuck what you're going through. I don't give a fuck what you got. I didn't give a fuck about nothing but myself. You know, back in the day. So I love that about me. I love the growth. I love the maturity. I think I'm dope. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I really like myself. There's a few things about me that I need to work on. But I even love that about myself. I love that I can acknowledge the things that I need to work on. And I'm actively working on them. So I love that about me. And then physically, I like my face. I think I have a really pretty face. I like my lips. I like my teeth, even though I got that little gap over there. I like my dental structure. I like the fact that I love everything. Shit, I ain't gonna hold it. I mean, shit, I'm trying to be humble, but I love everything about myself. I do want to lose a little weight physically, but baby, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a fine motherfucker. I know I'm cute. I ain't the baddest motherfucker in the world, but I feel like I am. In my brain, I am. In my life, I am. Shit. I love myself, inside and out. So you asked for one. Sorry, I went on a little tangent there. But yeah, I love myself. I love who I am. Even the flaws about me. I like them. I think I'm a dope girl. I really do. I really do. Okay, the next question we got is from one of the guy VBs. He asks, what's a good push present? My girl just had a baby and I'm thinking about a trip. That's a great push present. Shoot. I don't know. Did I get a push present? Oh, my push present was a wedding. So yeah, right after I had my baby, I got married to Alicia's dad, and we had a big, huge, beautiful wedding. It was in Coronado. You guys are familiar. If you guys are from San Diego, Coronado is like it's like a little mini island that we have right off the coast of San Diego, and we had it right on the water in front of the boats. It was nice. So that was, I guess, my push gift. But I would say anything that can last, right? So like a trip, for sure, the memories of a trip will last. I think that's a beautiful push present, especially maybe after she stops breastfeeding, because she's going to have that attachment to the baby right after. But any type of jewelry, any type of like a memento, maybe with like the birth date of the baby, I think would be really cute. Like even like a little cute little necklace. Or if she likes tattoos, maybe you guys can go get matching tattoos with your baby's birthday. It will commemorate that day. Like having a baby, oh my gosh, that is like such a huge milestone. And it's something that she could wear and always look at, right? Like a ring or a necklace or a bracelet or even like a little Pandora bracelet, maybe with like some little baby bottle charms, or kind of just go off of whatever she likes and then build off that. So like, for example, like something that wouldn't be good, like an outfit, a shopping spree, you know, that's kind of like fair weathered, you know. It needs to be something durable, tangible. A trip, especially with really nice pictures, I think would be a great gift. I'm trying to think what else. Not like shoes or clothes or a purse. No. Jewelry, trips. I'm trying to think. A wedding if you guys aren't married. You know, that's what I got. A car. I don't know what your finances is like. But you know what? Even a car is like, it's a great gift. It's a phenomenal gift. But I don't know if it's a good push present. Because that's not commemorating having a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, A car is a great necessity, of course, and anybody would be happy to get a car, but it doesn't go with the event, if that makes any sense, you know? So I don't know. My advice would be just think of what she likes, what she's into, and then think of something that's tangible that she can actually hold and keep and look at to remember that moment. Next question. What are your non-negotiables? I'm assuming that you're meaning like in a relationship. Great question. So my non-negotiables is you cannot, under any circumstances, bring me any type of chaos or drama, right? I've literally built my life brick by brick to where it is the most peaceful life. My house is peaceful. I don't even have a lot of items in my house or shit on my walls or because it's too chaotic, right? When I walk into my house, it's open, it's clear, it's clean. I can't even walk into a chaotic environment. I can't even walk into a physically chaotic environment. So I damn sure ain't finna have nobody bring me energetic chaos, right? I cannot deal with chaos or bullshit of any kind. And I would say any type of addictions. If you smoke your little weed or drink your little drink, that's totally fine. But when I feel like you're dependent on it, I mean, if I really love you, I'll try to help you. But if you're dependent on any substances, drugs, alcohol, gambling, anything like, you gotta go, baby. I don't deal with that because that takes precedence over me, right? Let's say we're going through a bad time, right? We're going through it, and then all of a sudden, here comes your homegirl, Nikki, inviting you out to drink. Boom, you're addicted to alcohol. You get slashed, hammered. You're not even thinking about me because the alcohol, that's your first love, right? You get drunk, you don't do some dumb shit. It's just too much. I need you to be focused. I need a focused, solid man in my life. I don't need you to be easily swayed by things like that. So chaos, any type of addictions, gambling, sex, drugs, alcohol, addictions, weed even. Nope, I ain't fucking with you, nigga. Nope, can't do it. Unless, of course, the addiction is positive. If you're addicted to making me happy, that's fine. If you're addicted to the gym, that's cool. That's fine. You know, things like that, of course. But negative addictions, I should say. Any negative addictions, I can't fuck with you. I am sorry, sir, but you need to leave my energy field. Thank you. Next questions. What qualities do you look for in a friendship? That is a really good question, actually. That's a great question. So me, I'm actually like, I consider myself, hold on, let me drink a little bit. I consider myself what they call a low maintenance friend, right? So you know how you have some friendships where like the girls get mad if you don't call, or if you can't make it to their birthday dinner, it's like a big deal, or you know, they expect you to check in with them, you know, once or twice a day. I ain't like that. So when I'm forming a new friendship, which I don't do often, if y'all know anything about Virgos, look up traits of Virgos. We don't do new friends like that. We have the same 2-3 friends throughout our whole life, pretty much, right? But when I am forming a new friendship, I look for their level of neediness, because it's not even out of self. It is more for them. Like, if I know the level of friendship that you're looking for is something that I can't provide, I don't even want to build a friendship with you. Like, if you're one of those friends, like, you ain't call me, why you ain't text me, why I ain't heard from you, I'm telling you right now, I'm a low maintenance friend. You could call me once a month or text me. I like to keep in contact with my friend through social media just because it's faster. And I feel like when I'm being called, I have to stop what I'm doing and get on a phone call, or stop what I'm doing and text. But if you send me something through social media, it's kind of like I can check it when I have the mental capacity, when I'm in the right space. Of course, call me for emergencies or something quick, of course. But like, I'm not a sit on the phone for 2 hours kind of friend. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that at all whatsoever. But I also don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, more spaced out type friendships. Like, actually, today I'm actually meeting up with a new friend. Cece's best friend, her mom and I are actually going out for the first time today. And she seems cool. Like, we started following each other on social media. She has like the same type of vibe as me. I can kind of, you know, you can kind of tell through social media. But she just seems like my type of girl. So that's what I'm looking for. Like, does she seem like we would vibe? You know, like she just seems cool. I mean, our daughters are best friends, so usually that kind of coincides. But she seems cool, so those are the types of things I look for. Like, not necessarily a mirror. You don't have to be exactly like me, but like, are you low maintenance? Do you like to do the types of things I like to do? Are you a good mom? Cause I don't deal with them ratchet mamas. You gotta be on your mommy shit. Cause that's what I be on. I guess I would say, like, I look for girls who are like me, if that makes any sense. And I don't like a lot of friends. And the reason why is because I'm a real friend. Like, I'm one of them friends, like, if you need money, if you need help moving, if you need something, I want to be able to show up for you wholeheartedly, right? I can't show up for 20 girls. I just can't. I can't be a good friend to 20 people. I can't be a good friend to 10 people. I can't be a good friend to 6 people. You know what I'm saying? I have a capacity for maybe 5 real solid friends. And then outside of that is like associates. Because I show up for my friends. That's getting my friends. I show up. I genuinely care about what they're going through. Imagine having 10 friends and they all happen to have an existential crisis in the same week. Like, I can't be there for 10 people. I can't that's too much of an emotional pull on me. You know what I'm saying? So I look for low maintenance homegirls who like to turn up and have fun and is on their mommy shit. That's what I like. Them the kind of girls I like. Them the kind of, I look for real bitches. But I'm not a tomboy in any sense of the word, but like I'm not rough, but like I'm not a super like, oh my god, yeah, I look dilly dally, like, bitch, I cuss, I drink, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more, you gotta kind of have a little hood sprinkled over top, like a little sparkly hood glitter, not too much, like I said, not too much, but just like a little sprinkle, like a little of like, you know, glitter, pretty, sparkly hood on top, because that's my vibe. Next question. Would you ever date someone younger? Ooh, that's a good question. Because if you would have asked me this like 3 years ago, I would have told y'all, hell nah. Like, absolutely not. But now that I'm getting older, I'm like, I don't feel my age, right? So I'm like, I'm looking at the guys my age and I'm like, I could probably go maybe 2 years older and maybe 2 years younger. I don't want nobody super young because I don't want to raise nobody or like have to teach you life lessons. But I feel like 2 years younger, you're probably still in my maturity category. And I feel like 2 years older is still cool too. I like to stay in my age range. I've never dated way older or way younger. I've always I've never dated younger. Except for once when the motherfucker lied about their age and I didn't find out till it was too late. But anyways, I dated younger unknowingly, but I always kind of dated like 2 or 3 years older. I kind of just like to stick right there. But like I said, now that I'm getting older, I dilly-dally around with the idea of a little bit younger. I'll dilly-dally with it. Yeah, sure. Maybe. Why not? Fuck it. And the last question y'all asked me is, are you single or nah? Single or nah? Single or nah? Technically, yeah. I'm single as hell. Yeah, I'm single. I mean, I have my little friends. Let's not be silly. But, yeah, I'm single. And you know what? I actually told myself this year that I want a boyfriend. Like, I'm sick of being single, y'all. I don't want to be single no more. She don't want to be in ring no more. She don't want to be in ring no more. It's like, no. But I'm done. I'm ready. I'm healed. I'm in a good space financially. Like, I feel like my daughter is getting a little bit older. She's a little bit more independent. Like, she has her little friends and her little weekend plans that she makes. She don't need me as much. So now that kind of frees up some mental space and emotional space for me to kind of allow in a partner. You ain't gotta live here. I ain't trying to live there. That's too close. Baby steps. Baby steps. Okay? I ain't trying to get married and you're not gonna live here. But like a little, you know, a little weekend boo, a little, you know, maybe we spend a little weeknight together here and there. I cooked, come over. I made your favorite meals, so come over when you get off work, like that kind of thing. Like, I want to do that. I miss that. I'm one of the, I'm a nurturer, y'all. Believe it or not. I like taking care of the people around me that I love. So like, I'm ready for that. Like I said, Alicia, she be doing her own thing. That used to be who I kind of doted on and poured all that side of me, all that love into, and I still do, don't get me wrong. But now that she's getting older, I have a little bit more free time. Like I even find myself like on the weekends, like, dang, I really have a lot of free time on my hands. It would be nice to have a little shown, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too much, but just like a little boo thing, shown, whatever y'all call it. To kind of lay up with, or maybe go, catch a movie, or go watch the sunset, have a little picnic. Like, I miss that. I miss romance in my life. So yeah. Anyway, y'all didn't ask me about all that. To answer your question, yes, I'm single, but not for long. I'm scouting. So if you a big dick, country ass, thick ass nigga, it's like, nah. What will I really say? If you a country ass 6'4", dark skinned nigga, holla at me. Holla at your girl. But yeah, y'all, that's all. I'm done. That was actually Cece's friend's mom texting me right there. So that was actually perfect timing. She's on her way. We're about to have a little Sunday fun day. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here and let y'all return to y'all day. Thanks for rocking with me. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.